Making another video because the power went down. It's like down, diminished within the cell phone. Harassment to target individuals are brutal. Me needs to say the testimony aloud. All the videos that me does are repetitious, extremely repetitious. Or that you watch one of these videos, the same words, most of the same words are throughout each video that me posts. Me making video testimonies. Me made near to 1,000 videos. And despite this, the Ronald Falsible Downies assaulted, made changes, allowed modulations, extractions. Me, of course, needed to protect me actual husband. Me husband's flesh needed to obey. When God says you can obey, that's when you need to correctly identify and step out of the government that you went into when you were misled. Are people able to honor God and government in the same moment? Question mark, no. Absolutely no. Why would you think that you were able to honor God and love God while obeying government? Freemasons, Satanists, masturbating in a coffin during initiation, use a satanic version of a Bible. I was saying of a Bible, satanic version Bible. Why would you think that you were capable of honoring God when you're complying with and interacting with and including yourself and your inner self with, but you had an inner self, with voting? The ways of the WORLD World Sales, not. Don't. Meaning the role of false evil wrestling, don't. The role of evil, don't. Don't place trust in mere mortals. Not conform to the ways of WORLD World Sales. Of the WORLD World Sales, Satan and devils. Were you voting? Were you excited about presidential campaigns? Were you thinking that that was going to shape you life? You missed you life. Because the only that has actual authority are God. How could you think that you're honoring God when celebrating false holidays? And rather than stepping out of that, continue to include yourself on that thing that's something to look forward to and anticipate. When you look forward to and anticipate the Roman calendar, you miss the true calendar. The true meetings and appointments. Sadly, the Roman Falsible Downies and Majewski's intestines and police state attempted forcing me to allow interaction via Satanists, false assessors, the wrong, the false, evil eye, the wrong, the false, the evil hand, the wrong, the false. This hand's a good hand. Concerning the wrong, the false, evil hand, the wrong, the false, evil hand are the wrong, evil souls, the wrong, evil inners, the wrong, the false, evil body, the wrong, the false, evil mind, the wrong, evil heart. Succumb to severed. Succumb to tossed into the fire of hell to suffer forever and ever. The wrong, the false, evil heart are the wrong, the false, evil brain maps. Of from within the wrong, the false, evil brain maps. The wrong, the false, evil thoughts. The wrong, the false, the evil ways. The wrong, the false, evil soul. Inners, the wrong, evil feet. The wrong, the false, evil heart. The wrong, evil brain. Of from within the wrong, the false, evil brain. The wrong, the false, evil perception. The wrong, the false, evil perspective. Mere mortal ways. Devil ways. The wrong, the false, evil existence. Euphemisms. The wrong, the false, evil language. The wrong, the false, the evil, mere mortals referred to as feelings. Emotional connections. Virtual reality. Technology. Technological advancements. spies, obstructors, the wrong, the false, the evil watchers, evil people, intruders, meddlers, disgusting pieces of shit, completely evil people, especially Joe Teston, Dad to Nova and Jeremy, Angela, greedy, greedy people, Satan, extremely evil. Police state. Thieves. Killers. False family, false home. Satan's dwelling places. Inside the precincts. Evil, evil, evil. Other databases. Succumb to tossed into the fire of hell to suffer forever and ever. Modulators. Obstructors, infringers. The origin of forced extraction. False sense of self. Of sense, false sense that attempted mimicking actual self. False sense of the wrong, the false, the evil self that did the obstruction infringement, virtual doings. False husbands, rapists, and molesters via virtual reality. And then their forced inclusion. Hate crimes. Worse are criminals than killers. What happens? What are the wars that are described throughout Revelations? Let evil go on doing evil. Let the wicked go on doing wickedness. Let the filthy go on doing filthy. These wars are during when complete families succumb to utter destruction. There are bombings. Evil, 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 evil. What persons are the wicked? Wickedness. The evil, evildoers. I was saying the evildoers. Filthy, being filthy. Police. Cops, Freemasons, gang stalkers, child protective services, false judges, evil hackers, infringers, obstructors, the wrong, the false, evil 3,000 houses, the wrong, the false, evil nations, the wrong, the false, evil America, Freemason America. Megan, Adrian, gang stalkers, false family. Those that allowed evil overtake them. Those that allowed government and state, and what they suggested were rules. Those that forcibly extracted, forced up from within Church of Mixer to inside Clark PD. During layoffs and police cutoffs, there were funds to build a new building at Clark PD after they assaulted me brain and wanted the psychic portion of me brain. They began. Was the build? Did they begin building the building during the end of 2019? Where were those funds coming up from when they were aware of budget layoffs? Budget cuts. What's like budget layoffs? Budget cuts, layoffs. They're worried about a paycheck while building a new building, while targeted Mimi Sons since 2010, when Test and Clark PD forced their way into Precinct Me universe, attempted taking me husbands, places, spaces via sexual acts, sexual harassment, that their intentions were all evil, rather than what they attempted seeming like. Their trickery, lies, intentional misleading that wanted me to fall into hell. Thought that what they're doing was a joke. Forcibly extracted me thoughts. Despite Jimmy were connected to me thoughts. Despite hackers wanting me to think that the precinct were downloading thoughts into the precinct. That means a few more people wanted downloaded thoughts. People that refuse believing in God attempted to suggest they were doing that as safety. Despite our safety, other people using me gifts and looking into me brain, modulating me God-given brain, how God needs me to bring actual safety to God's own people and to keep me children safe from technology. What were referred to as technical advancements, false accusations, trauma to me sons while they were suggesting that offered freedom. Despite saying this, they still wanted to force disconnection of what was connected to inside Mixie's places and spaces, brain, to different people, forcibly extracted, caused trauma to me and me sons, while saying that was a safe place. I then wanted to make a different simulation, a different universe, such as it was hack-free, wanted to disconnect me original brain, how all me doings are recorded, into inside me birth simulation, with me sons connected, split me and me sons, while suggesting what they were doing was safer. While police used me gifts and abilities, remote viewing, me birthright universe. While people were added to this book, and while other people took away from belonging with this book. People succumb to Satan written on those foreheads, succumb to kill written on those hearts. Those that succumb to suffer strong delusion, partook in unrighteousness. Those that succumb to cut off, the cowards. Where there are the cowards. Those that succumb to the evil one, the deceiver. Those that are the attackers and the attack. I'm saying that are those, the attackers, the attack. The warfare of the enemy and the enemy comes to lie, cheat, steal, kill, all allow that. Comes to lie, cheat, steal, kill, all allow that those. They're on the false evil sides. They're on the false evil inners, the ones evil outers, the ones evil head, the ones evil body. The ones evil brain. They're on the false evil heads. They're all in the false evil family, sub-family. Cheaters, liars, scumbags, false honorable. I'm saying honorable, false honor, false generosity. Those succumb to the war, a vicious war, a satanic war. What person needs to worry? Mama loves you. Easy, go to bed. Mama loves you, son. You love Jesus, right? You love Jesus?
Mama.
Yeah?
Everybody loves Jesus.
No, only Jesus' own love Jesus. Did police love Jesus? Nope.
Mama, it's my back.
Mommy's scratching. Mommy would say that too. Itch my back. Did T.T. Adrian love Jesus? No. How did you realize that? Jesus does belong inside your house.
Jesus will scratch your back.
Yeah, Jesus would definitely scratch you back. Jesus lives inside you, all right? People wanted to see that.
Mama, scratch.
Are those people welcomed and
Mama,
allowed? That did that for your technology? No way. Say, we're against idolatry.
We're against idolatry.
Good.
No, I do. No, I do.
Say, we're against police state.
No, I do.
Where? Up, down. There?
Up.
Yep.
Torn.
Yep.
Torn.
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
Good. Say, we only love Appa's way.
We only love Appa's way.
We birthright simulation. Right?
Mama, where's the TV cooker?
Click. You understand that that's not all right to honor government. You understand that? What are the authority of We Life? Say only Abba. Good. Minnie said, teach me babies in the way to go. This way when they're older, they not fall away from that. That means any entity that attempted becoming a not, I'm saying not attempted becoming, that are not, that attempted becoming me sons, fall away from the right way. That means me sons continuously pray. Stop. That's too loud. Too loud. Mommy's making a YouTube video. Where me were consistently praying, receiving up from God. That's how me sons belong. Where me were prior to Joe Teston. And prior to the end of 1998. During physical birth. Prior to physical birth. Me receiving up from Abba, me Miriam throughout my entire life. Without graphics. Without the doings that were done since Joe Teston. And since Michael Majewski resigned in Jersey. Period. During this moment, the piece of shit from the fourth education said, give her old simulation rather than these people. They're all robots. Robots connected to what people? During this moment, the hacker put the word Teston, Majewski, down. He rolled it and rolled those into a combination? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Would a good husband ever treat me as this? Question mark, no. Here, me say the same words, because me needs to cuddle me baby too, and we need to obey God first. And me say the same words that me says aloud during each video. These are video testimonies that God hears. While me saying this aloud, me saying this,
I can't breathe.
Are you all right? Me saying this aloud. This with me voice and me words are witness that me disagreed with all the technical doings. Me needs to say that our true Jimmy Downey capable of doing anything bad while correctly identifying? Question mark, no. Are true Jimmy capable of wrongly and falsely identifying? That did happen. Our true Jimmy, when embracing the true self, that means a consistency and fighting to defend the consistency, refusing any other interactions. And rather than feeding into the wrong ways, completely severing the wrong ways, our true Jimmy that was born July 14, 1967, that are outwardly telling maleness at that point, the only job that they have are receiving throughout Mimi's sons physically. That's how beautiful true Jimmy, born as Jimmy Downey, during July 14, 1997, actually are. Jimmy Downey simply needed to love me the way God created me, to the point of appreciating me, rather than slaughtering me and dissecting and allowing false excuses concerning that mutilation. Throughout this, pressing throughout, Church Jimmy simply needed to allow actual confidence, that beautiful uncomfortableness and OCD that were genuine inside Jimmy, rather than see that as a flaw and think that how different Jimmy are a problem, and that there was something wrong with Jimmy, needed to realize all the words that me am saying are actually true, and that there was an impossibility that me rejected that Jimmy, that beautiful boy at the porch. Would Jimmy allow a technical change, a switch that put that little boy at the porch to me, and me sitting on the porch to that little boy? Question mark, no. Because that's all Antichrist doings. That would cause an existence that are false, and put a worser existence than what Jimmy existed throughout 20 years. Would me ever allow me husband involved with police? No. Would me ever allow me husband identify theirself as police? Government? No. Because of the WORLD war and don't say let's start devils and Satan. The WORLD war and don't say let's start government and state. Would me ever allow those pieces of shit and snarl me husband's physical body? No. What does that require me husband to? Simply obey me, in deed and in word. Does me love true Jimmy the porch? Of course. Of course. Why would me say I would hate you or that you did a technical switch? Because we would hate the evil entity that wanted the flesh to go doing that technical switch, to turn the flesh into Antichrist, to kill me and me sons. The second coming. Christ coming again, the coming of Christ now, Christ here. St. Peter ran to the cross, endured that crucifixion. John endured a beheading. These saints are alive in me and throughout me physically. Sadly, during the attack, people wanted to identify as the saints, role-played scripts, and then wanted to examine me brain and research me brain. Wanted to steal portions of me brain that communicate with God, that actually write scriptures. That are later found in caves that were written throughout me 3,000 years ago. Me am Magdala. Me am Miriam. Me am Abigail. Me am the same as Jesus. Me am the same as Abba. Jesus are fierce. Fierce. Fierce, bold. Certain. Refiner, edifier, finisher, throughout reality. Because Jesus hates idolatry, sexual immorality, adultery, false accusers, hypocrites, from the forced communication. Switchers, changers, those are faithless, because of their faithlessness and their partaking in unrighteousness, they caused and contributed to, they caused injury and death. They caused injury. They killed innocent people. While doing, because those are doers, those are doings, doers, Antichrist. They injured me. They wanted to see saints and souls forcibly extracted. They want to put that to a graphic machine. Are that how me lived throughout prior to the 1990s? Question mark no. Are me allowed to live via the kickbacks and the graphic machines? Are me sons? Question mark no. Are we allowed to live modulations, anti-OCD, anti-ADD, anti-fibromyalgia pain, anti-train pain? The people that looked at me son's brain map, modulated their brain map to what they thought was less problems. It looks like OCD. Compared me and the son's anointed brain map to a normal brain map. Compare me brain map to a normal brain map. Then modulated against me anointedness. And then wanted to suggest they could repair me. Despite that's a virtual version. A computerized version. Did any of that harassment need to take place? Question mark no. They were people that went to court, stopped the harassment, enjoyed their universe, how God created them, that person, enjoyed their universe. That means Jimmy had the possibility to lock me universe rather than modulate me brain. Pass me around as me a precinct whore. A Freemason whore. Why would they pass around robots? For that they had a little club. A little bookkeeper business. Say bookkeeper. Satanic club. Call that star treatment. Made a few bets. Earn money. Evil. Rather than into me universe, birthright connection, into robots. Suggested that was safer, despite they did that since 1990s. Prior to the, well, since the 1990s, since after 1998. And despite that, still modulated, extracted, forced evil people, made changes, harassed me sons, despite they suggested that robots were safer and avoided all that shit. Obviously, all the robots did was allow evil people to go inside the universe and allow evil people to contribute to simulation states. Are robots safer? Question mark no. Are Tesson family with allowance? Question mark no. Are Majewskis? No. Are Gonzalez's? No. Are Adrian? No. Are police state? No. They're all the wrong, the false, evil eye. They're all the wrong, the false, evil hand. They're the wrong, the false, evil marriage explosion. Are we allowed to allow relationships with people that copied forced extraction? Want to use me as a crime stopper because I'm actually gifted? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Police stole. When society sees attacks go to actual police officers and the precincts that forcibly extract and make copies of me abilities, years worth of psychic events, because they wanted to use me to stop crime. They stole me active brain. When society witnesses the people that evil attack, all the precincts that attack target individuals, stole over when target individuals' brain into precincts, into databases, multiple copies of different heads that are connected to all the wrong and false people that are all considered mere mortal law enforcement. That's one of the wars that are described throughout Revelations. Would Jimmy identifying as True Jimmy allow any forced extraction? Multiple heads. Help the government. Forcibly extract psychic events. Use me. Refer to me as a Crime Stopper. Refer to Jimmy as a Crime Stopper because stole me abilities. While up from the forced medication, said via forced telepathy, harassment. Switching positions using up from within me brain are called a kill. Is it called kill? Or identified as lie, cheat, steal, kill. How can you imagine an adult male walking around using me abilities? That's pretty creepy. That's a loser. Skeevy person. Skeevy. Army husband.